Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. I'm happy to be here today and to lecture today, all of you. Today we're going to talk about HIV and understand parts about the immune system and how your body works when HIV enters your body. Okay, um, white blood cells. You have T cells and T4 and the white blood cells, and they all kind of work together in the white blood cells. So we're going to talk about the T cells first and how they work. The white blood cells kill all the germs. And if something enters your body that's foreign, it looks at that and tries to kill that germs. Like an example, a cold, a cough. What does the white cell do? Well, it notices it and it says, "Oh, I've got to attack. I've got to try to kill all the germs." And then the cold, it comes in and it kills the colds, and now your body is well. But when HIV is there, what happens is the white blood cells are waiting around in your body, floating around, and it notices something foreign, and it's HIV. And then possibly get the flu. And what happens is it tries to kill, but the HIV, the virus, attacks the white blood cell, and then it kills the white blood cells, and then that infection kind of takes over. It finds a home. It's a host in your body, and it grows. It attacks that cell, and it grows and spreads throughout the white blood cells into your DNA, and it looks the same. It notices that, and it looks the same, so it doesn't do anything. And that's how the HIV spreads throughout your body. Now, HIV is in your body, and you go on for a long time. You live with HIV, you're living, and then eventually it comes to, it turns into AIDS. And we're going to talk about the window period. We're going to pretend like we have a window, and that window closes. It's painted over, and you can't see. And then all of a sudden you open it, and it's like, oh yeah. Then you can see that that better. So when if a person is having sex with another person, then and they don't use a condom, then what happens when that person that is infected with HIV has sex with that person, then it transfers into that person, to the other person. And then they go and have a test, and it shows up negative. And so now that the other person is feeling better about it. But not really, because sometimes it takes 3 months to show up in your body, and that is called your window period. So now you have the test again. There's nothing. 3 to 6 months, and weeks go by, and the HIV is spreading throughout your immune system. Then the window period, you go and have the test, and the test shows up positive. So that's your window period, and through that time, you can you're exposed to that, and you can still pass that to other people, and then those people have a window period. Now, sometimes you'll feel fine, and you won't have the flu, and you feel healthy. You can live with that, but understand what's important You need to be careful. Yourself, you need to be careful. You need to eat well. You need to exercise regularly. You need to keep yourself healthy. And then you can continue to live a long life. Now, from the time of HIV, when you turns into AIDS, it's different. AIDS, you decrease really fastly. You have purple sores on your skin. That the other symptoms that you can contact with AIDS, and you feel sick more. You remember that the white blood cells kill all the foreign germs, and they fight against infection in your body. But if you have your white blood cell count decreases, and then you continue to get sick. It's much easier to become sick, and you don't have a defense mechanism in your body to block all the germs. 800 white blood cell count. That's good. That's normal. It can fight the sickness. It means you're a healthy person. But a person, when HIV enters, that blood cell count decreases. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it decreases, and then you have to under 200, or 800 to 200 is HIV. Under 200 would be, then means that you have the AIDS virus. It doesn't matter if your blood count is 200. If it's under 200, then it becomes AIDS. Okay, now we're going to talk about um, warnings. If you have sex, use the condoms, or use condoms. Okay, if you have HIV, and what? mm, Maybe you'll sweat, or you say, oh, well, I've never. Oh, you have night sweats. Every night you have night sweats. That's one symptom. Another symptom is you're tired all the time. Tired when you walk, and then you have to sit down. You just become tired a lot. That's another symptom. And then you sometimes keep a cold longer than usual. Maybe you'll have a rash sometimes, and your body itches, and rashes will appear on your body. That is a symptom of HIV. And then your lymph nodes swell here at your neck, in your groin area, under your arms. That's another symptom. Maybe have diarrhea a lot. Every time that you eat or something, it just goes right through you, and you'll have diarrhea continuously. And you start noticing these one or two more symptoms, then you probably need to go get HIV tested. because you can affect others. You can evaluate yourself. You don't have to run and get tested, but you do need to evaluate yourself. If you have sex with many different partners and you don't use a condom, then that can spread the HIV to other people. So you might want to go and get your test and evaluate yourself, and encourage the other person, your partner, to possibly go and be HIV tested so that you can live a longer, healthier life. Sometimes you become depressed. It's important to evaluate yourself so that you will live a longer life. Before 1980, they had all kinds of different groups and that okay, a white man with HIV looks about 60, 67, and he has AIDS. 70% of white men, but with black, African American, Mexican people, American people, and the black community, and they look about 60% of the black community will contact AIDS. 38% of black women, 22 to 24 years old, and then maybe Chinese, Indian. It's different for men and women. It's higher for white men, but lower for black or white women. Okay, now I want to discuss how HIV and AIDS are transmitted. You know it's important. We have 4 things that are important. Oh, wait, just a minute. HIV lives where? First, you can get HIV from semen. It lives not in sperm, but in semen. Lives inside the semen. Also, it lives inside the vaginal fluids. So a man comes up to a woman and the woman gets all excited, and then that's where the vaginal fluids happen. And then also in blood, and the 4th is breast milk. It's important to remember those 4 things. That's where that is how HIV is transmitted, through those 4 things. So what the risk is oral sex, sex with men and women. Then when that happens, you can that is a risk that people take. Now the man himself, when you have oral sex, then you can get HIV from that. So oral sex is one way, and then having sex through the anus. Okay, it's really, really tight, and when the penis is stuck in, and you start and the semen goes in, that is very dangerous. So with a man and a woman, and the penis goes into the vagina, that can transmit HIV. And then, of course, sharing needles. Or, oh, it's safer if you use, you need to use your own needle, and don't be sharing needles with other people.